Okay, thank you for joining. We will be going through kind of release planning for Cape. The upcoming releases are 040, 50, and 60. We're kind of doing a bit of a backlog grooming. Um, we have most of our core members on the call. If there are any new participants, we'll take any open Q&A. Right at the moment, we're just doing open planning, and those notes are being updated with the milestone. So going back to the feature release here, Shubham, could you explain if this is something that you plan to work on in the current release or the next release?
Uh, yeah, this came from Kevin from Splunk. I think it's more around should we do different DNS names for each agent?
Yeah.
I would say maybe let's park this for now. It's yeah, it should be part of 4.0.
So anyway, we have integration to agent routing, right? So park until
Correct.
new custom agent features are.
And I think this will be more Helm chart infrastructure than code. Um, it says routing to the right path
Yeah.
based on DNS.
Yeah. Okay, so I will make a comment. I took that out of the release. So this one can wait. This doesn't need to come in. I'm going to go ahead and put this in 6.0. I think this is not currently a supported thing. I think even the per agent thing can wait until 6.0. There is probably some work that's being done. Let me ping Kevin in one of the channels. I'll pause my recording. Let me ask.
Yeah, I think this is something that probably needs revisiting because the Slack bot integration changed quite a bit.
Yep. So I posted this message. I think for now we leave it in 4.0, but we need to get an agreement. So looking at the define how Cape supervisor should work with. Okay, I think our plan is to basically make Cape supervisor as a dynamic agent, right? Should we rename this as that feature?
Yeah, I think yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. Create a Cape default supervisor agent using custom agent. What is the time frame when we can do that? Do we
So two things need to happen. One is the skills integration, which will come as a dot release of 4, and the task builder, which will probably be something either as part of a dot release of 4 or 5.
Okay. Okay, so got it. I think this can wait until 5. This can happen in parallel with the other RBAC stuff. Got it. So we will recapture this and take this out of 4. So we have better connector logic and data ingestion for uh,
Yeah, this one for AWS, you already have that.
mhm.
Kate's, I think we can close this one um, because the Kubernetes one I'm thinking of deprecating.
Okay.
Um, yeah,
We plan to yes. Ingestion.
yeah, ingester and AWS ingester supports multiple accounts.
Okay, so I'm going to take the label out of this. So going back to the milestone here. So we have a, is this still a bug?
Yeah, it's still a bug, but to be honest, it's a low priority bug and it's a difficult one.
Okay,
Maybe we can remove the tag release for now.
okay.
Yeah.
So what we are left with is, so is there a, I know this is like the release uh, draft PR. I mean, obviously we can put the labels here, which makes sense, right? But are there like issues that are associated with this? Um,
I can tag it. I haven't tagged it yet.
yeah, if you can tag
Yeah,
the issues, let's go through. So this one can wait, those can wait. Add user authorization. Uh, this, yeah, this WebEx integration, that's anyway a 6.0 feature. So we'll change that to that. It could even come in later, but I think 6.0 is a good target for that. And going through the list here. This one, the JWT code should come in 5.0 makes sense. Anything that's 4.0, we should think about this. So this one also will come in 5.0. Okay, so the Wolfie changes are going to be in 4.0, right? So that is something, will you be able to validate that, Shubham?
yeah, I can.
Merge it into
Uh,
4.0 and validate the
yeah,
Wolfie changes. Okay, so harden search cap. I think this one is a fix in, um, I think we'll do a 3, um, yeah, so I'll create a label called um, 0.3.x or hard fix. See, oh, I got it right and I just missed it. Get one more. Maybe I will take that. So go back here and we'll go to the PRs. So should we, okay, this one can go fix release. We don't have a milestone. I guess we could do, I think a label should be enough for that because it'll go into main. So I think this one will go into 5.0. all the dependabot stuff, should they go into the current release?
I mean, I think they're mostly thingy, right?
They're
GitHub
mostly
Actions.
workflow related stuff. I think they
Yeah,
should just go into
main.
yeah, the main branch. So I'll go and tag them. So this will be that hot release, next hot release fix. Uh, that we already took care of. So we can review and merge them. Okay, they probably don't need like simultaneous tagging. So this is more of a draft. So um, I guess what we can do is you anyway rebased with main, and I'll rebase continuously from your branch. So if you can, I'll change this PR, the target from main to 0.4.0, and then we'll kind of keep that as 0.4.0. Okay, going back to the issues, um, we have quite a few of them. I'm not sure if it's worthwhile going over each of these, but there are some significant ones. We did actually get a interesting comment from someone here. One of the things that we need to be one of the things I saw in a post I made, we got a code, you know, PR from what looked like a bot, and I checked, and it really doesn't do very much with the PR. Just looks like it rearranged the environment variables. Anyway, we needed a comprehensive RBAC for MCP, and I checked the user profile, and they only created this profile recently, and they've created they cloned a bunch of repos, and they were doing like security fixes, so it just looked a bit suspicious. Anyway, if there is a first time contributor who's not part of the core team, we don't run GitHub Actions. As we saw with the Trivi supply chain attack, the user can like use the GitHub Actions as a mechanism to exfiltrate any credentials. So we just have to be very careful. There are first time submitters. So anyway, I was not comfortable with that PR, and I closed it. We have a plan for a comprehensive refactor anyway. So that's what I let the submitter know. If you guys have a better way we should deal with this, do let me know. But for now, it seemed a little suspect that we got like a fix that doesn't even fix the real issue, and it kind of rearranges the code a bit. Okay, are you all still with me? Anything else we can think of in this release cadence? So sandboxing. When do we plan on doing sandboxing?
I think let's do it as part of 6.2, at least a
Okay.
version of it, as we do the agent triggers for webhooks and cron jobs, right?
Okay. This will go. Okay, so we can do sandbox. What
Is
about?
that the OpenShell stuff?
Yes, yes.
Oh,
But it's purely for our custom agents, not
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And 5.0, if you can add, there'll be some knowledge base simplification that will help with the RBAC, because RBAC knowledge base does its own RBAC, and then
Okay.
there's logic there. Yeah.
Okay, I think this is part of that. This is already starting to get a little beefy with 5.0. But these are parallel features, so we can certainly, implement and test them separately. Okay. This would be open shell integration. Does this sound reasonable, Arthur? Anything you can think of in these releases that need to go in?
Looks good to me.
So what we need to be able to do is scrub the backlog, and so the LLM based, yeah, so this can come in at 7. I think we are starting to already pack 6. So this may have been marked as, so we got this request from, okay, so LLM token request. So this can come in at, we don't even have a 7 label, so let's go create a label.
What is that? What does it mean?
We configure a budget for an LLM per request, or maybe the agent will not exceed a certain budget. So let's say you are doing a task, and you want to say, don't take more than $3 for this request, and it'll just
Okay.
basically stop
Mhm.
after that. It won't go into that continuous loop. It's more of a guardrail
Yeah.
than anything else. We should plan on doing a 1.0 release. Maybe one of these releases we can really jump to 1.0. I think this is definitely a good point to go to 1.0. This is significant enough to go to 1.0. We should talk about that.
I would say maybe after .6, because that brings in the autonomous as well as sandbox, and I think that kind of,
Sure,
like that feature
we
set is,
can
yeah.
go. Yeah, I think this is definitely yeah. So I think this is a good place to kind of tag 1.0 at this point. And then put, okay. So going back to this, and we'll cap this discussion in a few minutes. So we talked about sandboxes. So this is already at that milestone. So I'll put a label here as 6. If time permitting, we can go and look at these. So I think this should be looked at least in either 5 or 6. For now, I'll put it as 5, but we can rearrange this. Actually 6, because 5 is already overloaded. So we'll do 6 on this. So there was some discussion from someone here. And I don't know what this token drip thing is. I don't want to click on a link. not familiar with. It's hard to tell if these are bots. It's like there are so many OpenClaw bots that go and respond to like open issues on the internet. Always hard to like ascertain which one is what.
Maybe you can
Is
just leave a comment there that they can come to this meeting,
yeah
and they can discuss that change.
I
yeah.
gotta drop,
Good
guys. I have
point.
another meeting, but I'll
Take care.
communicate this to Kevin and our
Okay.
team so we know at
Thank you.
least what the next fix is or next release for 3X is. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah.
I just saw another like OpenClaw opened issue here. So if you see which one is that, if you go to, so none of not that one, not there. Oh, this one, agent index bot. I received what?
I would auto close these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys know what nerf.ai is? It's just not sure if I have a private machine. I'm gonna go open that in that machine. Let me pause my screen share. This is where a Mac Mini is helpful. So I'm not opening random links on my computer. So let me open it here. Okay, so no idea what nerf.ai is. Anyway, we will ignore that for a minute, and maybe it's worthwhile to like see what these things mean. Sometimes they could just be people trying to game this systems. So for now, I think we have to revisit this. The other comment that we were talking about was at Alex, please join our community meeting to discuss your suggestion. Cool. Okay, I will post it here. We do need this in a release, so we'll keep it there. I think that the older the issue is, we should just go through these things and start like closing these issues. Yeah, I think that's what we need to do and keep this list relatively small. I think like stuff like this, I think partly I'm to blame too. I think there was a time when I was using beats and just ballooned the number of issues. I'll take a look and basically close them. But a lot of this this is literally what you're working on, right? So this is maybe what you could repurpose this, Shubham, like the routing, not the webhook router, but essentially conceptually you have a very similar routing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or if you have a task, maybe you integrate them into one system. I'll assign this to you so you can not assign this to you.
Sounds good.
If there is nothing else, then we can let me go ahead and stop the recording. Recorder. Stop. Yes, I can't hit the stop button. Okay, I'm unable to stop the recording. Just weird. We can, I guess, okay, now